Dun dun dun.
Hey everyone out there, how you doing? This is Jim Barnhardt, or as Dub Sem calls me, Darth Maul. I'm here with Priscilla Durkin. She is our real estate expert extraordinaire. If you've seen her live with Ricky a little while ago, they put some great information out there for you guys to get excited about as being members of the Crude Coin family, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. And what we're going to do is we're going to discuss a few things briefly here tonight, talk about some more later on in other videos, pretty much about what she offers for us and all of that. So right now, just let everybody know who you are and how you came about doing real estate.
Well, I'll keep it short and sweet. My name is Priscilla Durkin. I've done quite a bit. I was in the service, the Navy, for 7.5 years.
Go Squid.
Yeah.
My dad was in the Navy in World War II, believe it or not.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so hey,
Awesome.
there you go. All right.
So I did my time. It was a good experience for me. And then I got out and was a stay-at-home mom for a while and raised my kids from when they were little. So the short and sweet of it is that I'm an ordinary person. I grew up in Colorado and decided that I didn't want my husband to spend his life going to a job all the time and coming home and being too tired to hang out with me or the kids. And so we got into real estate and we started small and it kind of snowballed, right? So, and then it doesn't seem like a lot at first, but then it snowballs and then it gets really, really exciting.
Well, prior to that, I mean, what got you to like it? Because doesn't it seem like it's a little overwhelming at the beginning and you're like, I don't know, people seem to make money, but I don't know how I'm going to really do this and like it? It
does. It does seem overwhelming at the beginning, and it can, and I think that's why it's important to get all the education that you can before you you jump in too much and then you're like, oh crap, I didn't know that could happen, and then you lost your shirt, right?
Right.
So my husband and I, we actually did jump in. We bought our first home.
Sometimes 2 feet's the best way to go.
Right.
So.
Burn the boats. There's no looking back now.
Exactly.
We started renting out one of our properties. We bought the home, we lived in it for a while, then we decided that we wanted to convert it into a rental because I was in the service, so we had a military benefit there. Okay, so that allowed us to kind of leapfrog into another property.
Great, beautiful.
So, but then we had a really, really bad experience with our first tenant, right? And that goes back to I didn't screen my tenant. There are a lot of mistakes that I made that first time that really could have sunk our ship. Right?
Oh yeah.
So.
Well, that's the big thing. I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, you could really get yourself in a bad position with really anything you're doing, and that includes investing in Crude, which is why we try to help you guys do that together and work with people like Priscilla who know what they're doing, so you don't have to worry about it nearly as much, at least, right?
Well, yes, absolutely. You definitely want to educate yourself, as much as you can. Ask questions to anybody that you can ask questions to, and have somebody alongside of you that can be like, whoa, this sounds a little shady, what's going on here? Or what do you think about this? Does this sound okay? That is so important to have, somebody be able to bounce those questions off of.
Well, exactly. So the next question I really kind of have for you is, why do you think working with Crude Coin Investments as an affiliate group really is going to be beneficial for you and us, really? What's your feelings on that?
Well, I love just the people at Crude, first of all, so that's just awesome. But secondly, my husband and I had an advantage because we were in the service and we were able to purchase a home with no money down because of our VA thing. But not everybody has that, right? And so the issue that I think is that people will see a mountain and they're like, that's just too much, right? But then if you only focus on the steps that you have to get there, it doesn't seem that much, right? So Crude Coin is more of a path to get you to where you need to go, right?
Exactly. It's kind of giving you the tools to be able to do these other things,
Right.
such as their real estate opportunities.
Right. With
that
Crude
we
Coin,
have.
you would have the opportunity to, if you can only invest, this much because you don't have a lot, that's okay, right? But this could grow into this, it could snowball, right? It could. And then you would take that big snowball that started out with just a little snowflake, you take the big snowball, then you put the snowball into this other big, investment. And then you're like, oh, there it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, and that's why, helping a group together, it's not like just one person's going in and all that. We can kind of group it just like we do with the investment in Crude. Just group together a few people and all be a part of a property that we happen to find.
Potentially,
right?
yeah, potentially,
yeah.
right? So then, I love real estate, especially because it's
Solid investment, really.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just going to go away. I mean, yes, it has its ups and its downs, but they're not making any more land.
But it's always been trending, whether it goes up and down. Even when the 2008 hit, it still is trending upwards.
Right.
The whole time. So yeah.
So the reason why I think that it's
that would
really
be upwards right there.
it's really amazing is because I lost my train of thought.
And that's kind of going trending upwards then.
What was I talking about when I got into I forgot. Just clip this.
That's trending upwards. That's not a hula dance or anything right there. That's trending upwards on the whole thing. But real estate really is a solid investment, right?
It is a very solid investment. It's not like the stock market that can crash, right? It will go down. It will have its ups and downs, but over the last, period of time, like the last 100 years, you think about maybe grandma who purchased a home for
grandma.
like $25,000 that now
it doesn't
would sell
exist
for
anymore.
Like $300,000. You're like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And so over time it goes up and up and up.
Yeah.
And so the other thing that's super fun about real estate is that you can make money in your sleep.
I like to sleep. No, it's a good thing, but this is one thing that why I really like real estate myself is because I've always like, you know what? Why can't I go on vacation and still have that paycheck coming in and not just the 2-week proverbial paycheck that corporate America gives you, but really kind of go on a vacation and maybe 2 weeks at the beginning of the year and then 2 weeks at the end of the year, or I'm sleeping or I'm sick and I don't have the right now as a self-employed business owner whose business owns me, really. If I don't work, I don't make money.
Right.
If I'm sick, I don't make money. Mm-hmm. So I have to be on my game, right?
Right.
So,
even if you are an entrepreneur, which you are, if you don't do what you do, you will lose money. If you aren't producing that design or whatever,
exactly.
then you're not going to get paid for it. On the other hand, real estate, and a lot of people will bag on, being a landlord or whatever and collecting rents because they're like, oh, you have to manage the tenants and whatnot. Not necessarily. You don't necessarily have to do it. You're the owner. You don't have to be the manager. You can, manage the manager who then handles all the tenants and whatnot.
Yeah, because how many of us have heard the nightmares of people going, oh God, I gotta go clean out the toilets of the house that backed up and it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm getting phone calls. We don't do that. We have property management companies that do that. They hire the people. We're really here as the advantage of working with Priscilla and her team, with our team, is that we have people do those things for us, and we get the opportunities that come along here and there to get involved, that we can just sit back and let that check come in every month, right?
Quarterly.
Or quarterly. And just enjoy that payday. We don't have to do it. You don't have to know how to clean a toilet or fix a toilet or change a light bulb out or repaint or take off wallpaper, all that shit that you got to do, right? Mm-hmm. No, you just sit back, enjoy the check every quarter. Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful thing, really. Tear up a little bit, but That's why we brought Priscilla on board with Crude Coin, you guys, because really the opportunities are be able to that it could be there. Not all the time, there's always stuff. She really narrows down the prospects and makes sure that it's a good deal before she even comes to us.
Right.
So there's little things like that. To move on, she's got a website. Why don't you let them know what's going on with the website and what you want people to do when they contact you, because you're going to be working directly with people per regulations of the, who is it again?
SEC.
SEC. They think they're the best conference in the, basketball and football. Oh, wait, this is the Securities Exchange Commission. Sorry, my bad. So she needs to tell you a few rules about that. So she'll tell you a little bit about the website, what you can do to contact her on her website. That's coming soon.
The apartment website is actually called apartmentobsession.com. It is my favorite form of investments. It's not online yet, but it will be coming soon. In the meantime, I am also creating a meetup group for people who are hungry for real estate knowledge. And what we'll do is, in the beginning, we're just going to go ahead and meet and just kind of ask questions and talk about it and kind of soak it in. If you know nothing, come anyway, that's fine. Or we'll also be offering up a webcast link as well, so you can kind of be there without actually being there. And we can just kind of get to know each other. There are no deals right now. If you saw one of my previous posts, I am, or not posts, one of the videos that I did with Ricky. I am closing on the Ohio property, which is super exciting. We were supposed to close this week, but we hit a little bit of a snag, which is okay.
Hate those snags, but yeah. They're brutal.
But anyway, so at this point, I'm going to be closing on that within the next couple of weeks, and I'll fill you in the next meetup on all the deals, how I found it, what we did, and how I was able to get it. And then, we'll move forward from there. And, once I'm always looking for deals, and when another deal comes along, I'll present that to the meetup group and see if there's anybody who's wanting to participate. Yeah.
And as things grow, you might be expanding and maybe bringing some more people like you to work with you and your team. Guest speakers and whatnot. So there's, as we go, we don't know where we're quite going yet, but there's always those possibilities. So, more and more, hopefully, more and more opportunities will present themselves as we go along. But be patient. That's why we are trying to help everyone with Crude Coin set up some solid retirement vehicles, such as our accelerated retirement accounts and the real estate options and your retirement IRA 401k accounts and things like that, so that the funds that you're able to grow with Crude Coin can be moved over into these other solid investments also that will set you guys up and your families up for the future, just like the child account where you can put money in there for your kids so that can grow also. So there's a lot of wonderful things we're trying to offer everybody with Crude. So as we go for the next videos, we're going to be touching upon some other topics to discuss a little more in depth. We're going to kind of keep these within about 10-12 minutes long, so you guys don't have to sit there for an hour and a half and fall asleep. But if you would, please post a comment in the Facebook page underneath and talk about or ask us a question of what you'd like to know more about for next time. A couple of topics we're thinking of maybe were what for next time. We're going to a little more in depth maybe with tax stuff and how you have to deal with your taxes and different things like that, for example. So put anything in there that you'd like Priscilla to talk about next time. And
I do want to say though that you can never have enough knowledge, right? Knowledge is power. And so at this point, soak up whatever you can. I mean, I'm not a CPA, right? I'm not a CPA, but I can tell you what I've learned with regards to taxes and real estate, and definitely you would want to take those into consideration. But the possibilities are pretty amazing, actually, and exciting.
And that's what we're here for, is just create opportunities to help everybody who really haven't been able to be helped in the way they'd like in the past, and that's why we're teaming up with being affiliates or partners or whatever you want to call it with people such as Priscilla and others. So that's it for tonight, I think, or today, if you're watching this during the day. And we'll discuss more real estate opportunities and points as we go on. So make some comments, ask some questions in the Facebook post below, and everyone have a wonderful day.
What I think that
I'll put that in last. Go ahead.
I think that the whatever comments we have the most on, I think it should be that's what we should.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a contest. It's a contest. Whoever has the most comments about this particular topic will be the ones we will answer the topic on. So, get out there, vote once, twice, 3 times.
We could even put a poll on the Facebook page.
Oh, we can put a poll on the Facebook page and see which questions you'd like to have asked next time.
What the topic should be.
It's endless in what we can do, the possibilities here. So anyway, like I said before, have a wonderful night, wonderful day whenever you're watching this, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya later. Bye.